Howdy folks, Doc here with Last Best Tool. And a long time ago, I kind of picked up what I would call a small Starrett Tool Haul. I had originally done the video on this Starrett, this is the 18C Auto Center Punch, and that was because I did one on a General and a Blue Point, and everyone said, get the Starrett, it's so much nicer. And I was impressed, so I thought I'd get a Starrett Scribe. This one here is the 2 7/8 inch long with replaceable tip, 70B. Beautiful design, nice, simple, made in America. But I had some other Starrett tools that I got a long time ago, and some of them are pretty old, and I never did a video on them because I don't know much about them. In fact, this is the C391 Starrett center gauge. Beautiful little thing. But I have no idea how to use it. So that's why you haven't seen it. I got a double square right here. Somebody had pointed this out or talked about this in one of my previous videos. I just like old engineering squares. This was the reason I got this Starrett Tool Haul for a song, actually, a long time ago, for having something, small like that. Has this blade as well, or this beam. I'm not sure even what the names are. With a hexagon and octagon, it says on it. It's number 13. For doing whatever you do with something like that. This I did know. Little level, little tiny thing. And I was shocked when I looked at the price, and that's why I ended up buying it as well, is because I think these are like $40. Came with this set of feeler gauges, all the way to this slightly damaged one on the end. And I looked up the price on this, and it was like $110 for the new version of this thing. I guess I'm kind of considering these things more antiques at the moment. I think this is thread pitch here. Cool little tool. I already had some of these. I had a General forever, but it's just kind of neat. And if you look at this, what Starrett thinks of themselves, there is a, here's how to read the micrometer, which is right here. This little Starrett micrometer, and it says world's greatest tool makers, Massachusetts, and I thought that's pretty cool. Yeah, came in the boxes, the 436P 1-inch micrometer. But anyway, I was after something like this, and this is just a nice scribe. A lot of times I use punches or some sort of a pick tool. Actually, most of the time I use something like a screw or a nail. I've got an old one here, just kind of a classic. I think I had a Stanley like this. This one says made in India on it somewhere, or Italy, excuse me. And it's kind of funny to look at the quality of the steel over the time. Almost made me wonder if it was Damascus. Or if I'm using something like this, I would call it a compass. I don't know if you've got a different name. I don't think this is a Starrett Craftsman. Check it out. Old Craftsman USA. But I might be trying to scratch the wood with that. But anyway, simple design, beautiful execution. These are about $10 for the replaceable tip, or you can get the whole thing. I think it was around $19. Saw it and thought, I bet that would feel good in the hand to use. Mark things. It does scratch barely, the stainless steel, as you can see here. So I could mark something like that. I've got an old Empire, actually Empire, it's a rebrand. It's not made by Empire, but they sold it. I can't remember where it was made. I want to say India or Pakistan or something. But it does have apparently a carbide tip and does scratch this stainless steel quite well. Very nice, precision, inexpensive, but I haven't seen them for sale again. There's one of those spring tools. want to break anything here. Oh, and I had this came with it. I have absolutely no use for it, but it's just kind of beautiful, this little thing. I assume for a lathe or something where you're doing some machining and you need to make sure something's, you know, perfectly flat or perfectly round. So that's kind of cool. Down to the 1,000th of an inch for what that's worth. But anyway, there's my Starrett Tool Haul, or yeah, Starrett, I guess is how it's supposed to be pronounced. But this is really, you know, what the video is about. I just had these other things sitting around. Oh, the wrench for the micrometer. How about that, huh? Anyway, if you know something about these tools, let me know. And if you've got some information about the age, I don't know if you know, if you can tell, or I don't know if they have any date codes, but it's just certainly much more primitive than the current versions when I look at a lot of these tools online. So that's what they look like. Let's see, anything else? That'll do it, I guess. But anyway, hope you enjoyed that. I haven't seen a whole lot of Starrett Tool Hauls on YouTube, but here's mine. All these little things I've kept. And with that, Doc out.